What's going on, people? Already got couple here. Got a couple here. Actually, a minute or so early, I think, but that's all right. I'm lucky to be here. Just now, calm down. Charlie, Pickles Barbecue, Steven, hey, what's up? Man, got a few in the house. I am, wow, it is really dirty behind me. Look at that mess up here. What is up with that? I got to do some cleaning before Christmas, guys. Man. Pork ribs. Oh, ooh, that sounds good. I'm sorry, I'm still organizing, guys. Kevin, good to see you. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm assuming you had a good vacation. I am good. I'm just winding down. I am winding down. Hi, Daddy. My nemesis is here. Behave, young man. That's a very cool trip you made out to Southern Cal. Yeah, I love that trip myself. It's been a long time since I've been out there. So, but one of these days I'll get back. Good climate. Don't want to live there, but I love visiting. Let's see here. Always good. Yeah, Charlie, good deal. Guys, I have just literally just finished up cleaning up from today's cook. I sat down at this chair like 3 minutes before I went live, so it was pretty interesting. It's all good, but I'm a little tired, so no problem. We'll get through this. Been a couple weeks, and taking that every other week has really helped me. So I appreciate y'all's patience. I'm sorry. Appreciate your patience on that. It's really helped me get caught up on a few things. So it's all good. It's all good. As you've seen, I did not have a video come out yesterday. I shot one. I was really proud of. I really wanted to publish it yesterday, but the main build scene at the end where you're plating everything, it was missing. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming I just didn't hit record, or if I did hit, I don't know. But regardless, it was not there, and without that, the whole without that scene, the whole video is worthless. I'm going to redo it. I just couldn't get another video together before yesterday morning, so it is what it is. But I will redo that video. I'm looking forward to it because I was really looking forward to posting that one. So it was really cool. But next week's will be good. I just finished shooting that. I finished shooting it a couple hours ago. We ate dinner, and obviously I got my new rotisserie, my new toy from my Weber kettle. Got that this week, and I did my first cook on it all together tonight. So you'll see that next Saturday. Very good. If you're friends with me on Instagram, you got a little hint of that today as I was cooking. So very cool. Let me see what's going on in the text here. See, Jacqueline Dad said hi to you guys. Charlie, Jacqueline Dad, Kevin, Mysterio. Yeah. My nemesis. He's been behaving, so I'm going to let him stay. A new burn toy? Yeah. You wait till next week. Chris, Blind Girling, how you doing, sir? Yeah. Oh, that tastes too good. That's not good. That's not good for a work night. We, I tell you what, it was 60 degrees here. Did the grandson dress up for Halloween? Yes, he did. He was who was he? Ethan he was one of the new young superheroes. I forget. Oh, not Flash Gordon, but the newer one from the kids' cartoons today. I don't. That's what blank on. Coffee stuff. How you doing? What's going on? Yeah, he dressed up for Halloween. He was kind of like today's equivalent to Flash Gordon, a kid. He's a kid cartoon character. Crap. Oh well. He's a little superhero. He looked good too, buddy. He played the part. Had his hair fixed. It was really cool. Went around. It was the weather broke down, so we didn't do a whole lot. We didn't do a whole lot of walking around, and we didn't get a whole lot of visitors. Oh, thank you so much, Stephen. Yes, be sure and hit that subscribe. It's been a little slow lately. Of course, I think that's just the time of the year. So, guys, if you missed last week, I watched. I didn't watch it live, but John over at 1984 Barbecue went live this morning. Apologizing for missing out, but he's been working a lot. Which he works over here close by in Rubbertown, and I know a lot of those guys are working a lot these days. So, but he is no question. But be sure and remind him next week. I'm going to try to remember to remind him so he can go live in this same time slot next Sunday night because he says he's off. We need to remind him of that. But meanwhile, I'm here tonight. You don't follow Ken anyway. You get behind my fat ass, no one will see you. So let's see here. But yes, definitely hit that. Of course, if you're here, I guess you are subscribed. You try to remind any. Yeah, over here in Rubbertown in general, that's the area where he works. There's several businesses up and down that area. And this time of year, man, a lot of them work swing shift and they just work a lot. I mean, my dad retired from a company in that same area. And he worked a swing shift where he just worked 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And it went like forever. And he'd like have a whole week off, but he had to work a lot of hours to get to that point. So I ain't sure if that's exactly what John does, but I know they're working a lot. So I'm going to forgive him a little bit. But I think he shot a video today. Should be out Tuesday if I seen right. Because I didn't see him live, but I watched the replay earlier today. So as far as us, I'm working a lot too. We're trying to get caught up for the holidays. I'm going to take a little time off through the holidays. But weather, tell you what, it was 60 degrees today. And tomorrow was supposed to drop below freezing. And it's going to stay that way for a little while. So had fall today, and tomorrow it's going to turn winter. So I wanted to make sure I had that cooking today. So we might have to we're getting to that point where I'll be playing it by ear whether I shoot indoors or out. But I got some stuff lined up. It's going to be good. We got some cooks coming up. I might take a little bit of time off through the holidays. Going to have a lot of family stuff going on. So I don't know how much videos I will get shot. I will try to get some to run me through. Let's see here. Heard an echo. My wife just went live on my channel and her volume was up, so it got an echo. Let's see here. So did anyone do any cooks today or this weekend? Doing a Thanksgiving some sort of video. That's cool. It's a question about me. I don't think so, but that could change. I go to my brother's, so I don't do a turkey. I'll generally take a side of some sort. But oh, Kevin says hello, Miss Rogers.
Howdy.
It's I'll probably do a side, and I'm thinking about changing that up this year. I got a pretty good little recipe for a pasta salad that I might just. I haven't done it, but I might just shoot it and just see how it turns out. But it might be after Thanksgiving before it comes out. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about. So we don't do our big Christmas thing on Christmas Day. We do a personal family thing because we're so split up. My family is. We do. I think this year we're doing the Saturday after Christmas here at my house, and if I can get this rotisserie thing down, I might do a rotisserie turkey on it. So I'm hoping that works out, but I want to. Tonight was basically about learning the temperatures on it because there's with the rotisserie on it, it elevates it up a little bit, and it's a little bit different from what I'm used to. So I think I did good tonight, but I'm sure I could work on making it a little bit better. So I'm hoping to do that. I don't know that I'll have a specific Christmas video as far as a cook anyway. I typically do a Merry Christmas video and do a little highlight of all of the, I guess, the images, video, and what do they call them? Thumbnails. I'll do a thumbnail highlight, I think I'm going to do. Or something like that. I don't know. I'll say Merry Christmas to everybody. So something on that order, if I can get it put together. But yeah, it was good to get back in front of the camera today. Did a live cook on I seen where you was live, Chris. I didn't get to watch it. I did see that you were live. That was on the you did something on the griddle. So I will go back and watch the replay of that, I promise. That's the same way I did John today. I didn't get to watch his live feed. I went back and watched the replay. And I'm starting to get a little congested, guys, so bear with me. If I start sneezing on you. But yeah, Charlie, as far as Thanksgiving, I don't have a big cook planned. Mainly because I don't Thanksgiving, I don't do a lot of cooking. I'll do a side or two. I'll go to my brother's and just enjoy Thanksgiving there. I'd love to get to a point where I can get back down Arkansas and visit my family there, but I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer on that. That's where we used to go. We used to go to California on Thanksgiving, and when they all moved back east, we didn't do it anymore. We started going to Arkansas, to our Arkansas family, and going there. But the last couple of years, we haven't been able to do that. So you do all of Thanksgiving? Awesome. Awesome. I do Christmas here, but it's like the weekend after Christmas. So this that's when everyone can get, in my family, can get together. So. Kevin, you got, let's see here. You watch the lives. If you go to, Kevin, if you go like Blind Grilling, he did a live today. If you highlight over Blind Grilling's channel, you'll see 3 dots over to the right. I'm talking about in the chat, and click on those 3 dots and it'll say go to channel, and it won't take you away from me. It just pops up another window. And just hit, subscribe to their channel, and whenever they go live, you'll be able to see it. So Blind Grilling, he's got an excellent channel. So all these channels, Pickles Barbecue, same with them. Who else is in here? I know we got some other channels. Jacqueline Dad, I don't think you're doing any cook or any cooks, live cooks, are you, Stephen? But yeah, check their channels out. Yeah, Chris at Blind Grilling, most interesting cook barbecuer you will ever see. Very cool. Cool to watch. Charlie Pickles, he does a lot of unique cooks, little things, stuff I used to eat a long time ago. I don't think I can get away with cooking in this house now. Gizzards. He did gizzards and chicken gizzards and hearts a while back. Pretty sure I'd be the only one eating them. So, figuring turkey and then ham. I will do, well, for Christmas, I'll probably do a turkey and a ham. I'll probably just get a spiral ham and heat it up on the kettle. Now that I have two kettles put together. Talk about that in a minute. I have two Weber kettles now. So only paid for, I didn't even pay, I guess I kind of paid for one. The first one was my wife gave me for Father's Day, I believe. So? My first kettle. Yeah, got it for Father's Day, and the second one I come across out of my dad's estate. So that turned out really cool. But yeah, I'll do a turkey and a ham, which means I could get away with a little bit smaller turkey, which will work better on the rotisserie. I've smoked a turkey for Christmas for the last several years, but I'm hoping to be able to do that as far as a rotisserie this year. We'll see. I might do a practice run beforehand. If I do a practice run, I might video that for sure. There you go. Thanks, Stephen. There's a link to Blind Grilling. If you don't mind, throw up a link for Charlie's channel too. Who else is in here? Anybody else up here? I get the yap and I forget to look at my chat. Cup and stuff. Awesome. Yeah. Get in here. There's some great channels in here. Yeah, the rotisserie does. I went with beef tonight for my first cook because everyone does chicken, and I just didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do a bird. Everyone does a bird, so I'll make a bird my second cook. There you go. Thank you. There's Charlie's channel. Just popped up. So good deal. There's John. I was just talking about you, buddy. 1984 barbecue. Welcome, welcome. I was just telling everyone they had to remind you next week to go live. You have no excuses. I watched the replay of your live and realized you're going to be off next weekend. So no excuses, buddy. Or roast, or well, yeah, a lot. There's a lot of stuff. That's what I did tonight. Was a roast. It's what do they call it? Eye of the round or round of the eye or whatever they call that thing. So good stuff. Good stuff. So John, how'd your cook turn out today? There's Cup and Stuff. There's a link to Cup and Stuff. Another one. There's another one, 1984 barbecue. Another one to watch. Got a lot of good cooks in there. Kevin, he's right across the river in southern Indiana. Not far at all. Good deal, John. I can't wait to see that. Now that should be up Tuesday, right? I think you post on Tuesday. Most of your cooks come up on Tuesday. Oh man, I'm lame. Didn't sub to Jimmy. Wow, bring it up on. There we go. He's at it all. Good deal, Kevin. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Got to help all of our, of course, John's local. Cuff and Stuff, I ain't sure where you're at. Where are you located at? I probably should know that. Pickles, he's in Colorado. up in the mountains. I've flown over Colorado. That's about. I'd love to get there. I'd love to visit Colorado. Love to get up there. Do some trout fishing. I hear they got some awesome trout fishing. That'd be really cool. So what I say, we got the new rotisserie. I've talked about that. It's gonna be cold tomorrow. Like I said, it was 60. Excuse me, guys. It was 61 today. You just subbed to the pickle fellow. I heard stories about that guy. I don't know. Yeah, it was 61 today, and it's going to be down. I think it was 20 tomorrow. Crazy. Yeah, it's going to drop down, and it's going to stay freezing there for a little while. I was hoping to get my boat put back in the garage, but that didn't happen. Yeah, a bunch of trout. World-class trout fishing. Yep. Apparently, that tells me you don't do any of it. There's an Air Force base somewhere in Colorado that my cousin was stationed at, and I heard a lot about it there because he does a lot of fishing. So maybe one of these days. I'm getting an awful lot of pop-ups here. So, okay. Distractions. So let me get caught up in chat. I'm going to scroll up to here, guys. You know me, I got the yapping. What? Trouser trout. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. I got totally distracted there. Man. My favorite sides for, I generally take, when I go to my brother's, I generally take a good pasta salad. I'm going to try a new pasta salad this time, I think. But, of course, I love the traditional, the stuffings. A good stuffing is always good. And, wow. Just the normal. Really, I mean, we end up with all kinds of sides. A lot of your slaws and stuff. I love a good coleslaw. I'm a sucker for a coleslaw. I don't have a personal coleslaw recipe, that I'm working on one, but I love a good coleslaw. Of course, turkey dressing, the normal. Never had oysters in a stuffing. I've never done that. No. My son-in-law makes one. I guess it's kind of a Greek style stuffing. It has a lot of olives and stuff like that in there. It's really good. And I'm going to beat him out of his recipe one of these days. So. It sucks without oysters. Have you done that really? I've never. Sounds good. It's he normally stuffs his turkey, whereas I don't. But then he's done one. It's really outstanding. That's probably my favorite stuffing I've ever had is one my son-in-law makes. Of course, I guess when it's not in the turkey, it's a dressing, right? I don't know how that works. Stuffing goes in a turkey, but dressing, same thing, not stuffed in turkey. I've grown to like cranberry sauce. Something when I was younger, I would not eat, but I will now. That's one of those things I've adapted to as I've gotten older. Your family puts them in. Yeah, I've never done that. Never done. If I've ever had it, I didn't know what I was eating. How about that? Sucks turkey ball. I don't know why you would put oysters in a stuffing. So, Would I try it? Sure, I'd probably try it. I'm a sucker. You don't stuff the turkey? I never have. Generally because I'm generally smoking it. And no, I stuff it full of celery and some apples and the normal carrots, onion. I stuff the inside of that, but I don't eat any of that. I just do it for flavor in the turkey. If I'm going to do a rotisserie, I don't know how I would do that. I could probably do some herbs and stuff like that in there. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. I inject my turkeys. When I finally make a video I've been wanting to do a video for a couple years now, but I just don't because the timing's usually off. But I do inject a turkey. I'll save that for when I do it. But yeah. Make a wild mushroom leek stuffing. Really? That sounds different, which makes perfect sense for you, Charlie. Makes perfect sense. And I bet it's good. I have no doubt. You deep fry? I know several people who deep fry. I never have. I've ate one once, or a little bit of one, and it was really good. But I've never deep fried anything. You got a video on... Oh, you got a video on the stuffing? Goofball. So, all right. I may have missed something here. All right. So stuffing, I don't really... Honestly, me personally, I've made stuffing, but I don't really have one I'm real proud of. So I generally ask someone to bring stuffing. I'm going to get one, then I'm going to show it to you. I ain't going to show it to you until I get it down. So as you can hear, we're all getting
messed up.
We're all getting our sinus change of weather time where our sinuses are going nuts. So I've been sniffling last couple of days. So I've got 7.5. Y'all don't mind, hit that like button for me. Yeah, it is sinus season, no doubt. Mine's mostly in the morning. I get it some at night, but I get up in the morning. I spend a good half hour just hacking and coughing, and I'll finally get it out of me. And tis the season. You're not a fan of making I can't get into it. I know a lot of people do. And I need to get better at it. I can't, that's really the only time I do a turkey is at Christmas time. And I want to I'll probably just get the biggest chicken I can find. Do my practice video. And as far as trussing a turkey, or even a chicken, I don't know how to do. I've been watching a few videos. How they do it to make them longer, because this kettle, you've only got so much room in there, and you want to make sure this rotisserie turns. So I know they say 20-pound weight capacity, but I'm not sure a 20-pound turkey, which I'm probably not going to go that big anyway, or even a 15-pound turkey. I'm not sure it'll turn inside of that kettle, even with the rotisserie there. So that's what I'm not sure. I hear people say they've done an 18-pound. I've been trying to read up on it. So if I can learn to truss it in a manner that makes them a little bit long, you guys know what I'm talking about. They'll truss them a certain way, and it actually makes them longer and a little bit narrow. Would go about a 12-pound maybe, possibly. And that might be enough for my family if I do ham also. Maybe I'll smoke one or cook one. We'll figure it out. I might have to do 2 turkeys. I'll rotisserie one and bake one. Who knows? So it depends on how many people I think is going to show up. We'll figure that out. But 12-pound is good. Yeah. Typically, when I smoke one, I do about a 20-pound turkey, and I'll have quite a bit left over at the end. But I started doing a turkey and a ham, and that makes it a little easier. So maybe I can back off a little bit on the turkey. So we'll see. I'm going to take some measurement. Maybe I might be the only guy standing in a grocery store with a tape measure measuring it bird. So see how much room I've actually got. So I might be that guy. And I'll do it too. Let's see here. Let me get caught up. Hobo, what's going on, man? He's my fellow Epstein didn't kill himself guy on Facebook. We've been having a field day posting memes of Epstein didn't kill himself. Let's see here. You may smoke. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've smoked one. I tell you what, generally like that 20-pounder, because I have family show up around 1 or 2 o'clock for our Christmas celebration. Excuse me, and they will smoking that sucker, man. That's a several-hour cook. I generally stay up half the night. I'll get the fire going before I go to bed, then I'll sleep for about an hour and get up and check on it, stoke the fire, whatever. And I'll do that generally about half the cook. And once I get about 5-6 hours on the smoke, I'll bring it inside, put it in the oven to finish, and I'll go get some sleep. Because generally when the family shows up, I'm dead tired. So I'm trying to find a way, if I can do a rotisserie on it, I can just get up early on that morning and do it all where I can actually get some sleep. Jeffrey's mom excused him from class. Should have plenty. I hope so. Yeah. No doubt a 10-pound. I'm sure I could do that. And I'm hoping I could do upwards of a 15 or 16-pound. That's kind of my go. Sleep is for the wicked. Jimmy Q, what's up? Whole eggs in the gravy. Oh, I missed the post somewhere. I've been having a wait, Epstein. Wait a minute, I'm missing. I gotta read this. Sorry. Okay. Want to hear another messed up family recipe? Let's hear it, buddy. Let's have it. Hard-boiled eggs and gravy. No kidding. Where are they from? Are they from here, Kevin? Really? Kevin's here in Louisville with me, the other side of town. But wow, hard-boiled eggs and gravy. That's a new one. Okay. Jimmy Q, what's going on, brother? They dice it up and put it in. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's probably not the best thing in the world. I've seen some crazy thing. People are always trying to up their game, and sometimes they up it a little bit too much. You got to let them know. Don't do that. Just please don't do that. Wow. I did biscuits and gravy this morning for breakfast. It was good. They won't let me. I do it every weekend, but they won't let me. They're like, Dad, please, or Grandpa, please. I did buy a new indoor griddle. I can't believe I've never owned one of them before. Yeah, one of those little Presto. I'm sorry, baby. One those little Presto indoor griddles. Figure I might through the winter months I might use it a little bit, but I mean everyone acts like they had one for years and everyone's used them for years, but I've never had one. Biscuits and gravy. Yeah, that's one of my favorite breakfasts of all time. Biscuits and gravy. They limit me out on how often I can cook it. So I don't know why. This just seems normal. You'd have that every weekend. So at least one of the 2 days. So 10 people in the house. All right. Am I missing anybody? You're 48 years old and they've been doing it since you was a kid. They're not going to change anything. That's why we go Black Friday shopping. I've never been Black Friday shopping. My wife has, but I've not. Have no plans of starting.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
A surprise.
Yeah, 3 times a week. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. So fun. Yeah. So I think a lot of our shopping this year will be done online. We did that a lot last year. Turned out pretty good. But both of us are in our 50s and we're raising young kids. So our shopping pattern is way off. We don't know how to do it anymore. We're relearning everything. Cyber Friday, you just sit on your butt. Daddy Dutch Barbecue, how you doing? Sexy, he called me gorgeous, sir. I know it. I get that a lot, actually. You dyed your mustache and goatee for this live. Did I? No. It's as gray as ever. Going gray. Does anyone put sage in? No, I do a lot of pepper though. Except pepper? You just.
My mom made the best sage dressing.
Oh, apparently my mother-in-law, God rest her soul, did a lot of sage in her gravy. So,
Well, in her dressing.
Or in her dressing. Okay. So no, I've never put sage in mine, but it sounds good. Sage is good for gravy or dressing. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of positives. We need to try that then. I need to look into that. To put a lot, or is just, I mean, I wouldn't think you'd need a lot. Sage.
No.
So, I'm going to try it. I will do it soon. Now, sage, I wouldn't think you'd need a whole lot of it at all. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to. I will look into that. Yes. You mentioned it, and Beverly's over here saying, yeah, heck yeah. So, yeah, that will be up in the near. They'll give me an excuse to do biscuits and gravy again soon. Oh. So as far as cooking, we talked about Christmas, we're talking about Thanksgiving. I generally, as far as Christmas, as a ham, just to meet the demands of the crowd, I've been doing both. Just generally get a spiral ham. I plan on doing both on the grill. I might just set up the ham, do an offset cook, and turn it and baste it or whatever. We'll figure out something to do or who knows. I've done a pre-cooked ham and just heated it up and glazed it really good, which turns out really good sometimes. So I got a pretty good. Actually, it's an old Paula Deen recipe that I used to do for a ham. Just glaze it really good and cook it, or heat it up, season it real good. So that's pretty good. So I don't know what I'll do. I might film one of them. It's so hard for me to film during the holidays, just because there's so much going on. You do a pre-cook. We'll see. If I get time, I might. Yep, try a little sage is good. Question of the day. I'm gonna make a drink quick, then I'll answer that. How about that? I don't even know why I'm going to show you because you've seen this 100 times. But I'll show you. Just the same old, guys. I keep saying I'm going to bring you something special. I'm hoping in the near future to get back into my drink videos. Do my, what did I call them? It's been a while since I posted one. Happy Hour Wednesday or Happy Hour Cocktails or something like that. Doing Bullet, guys. Doing Bullet tonight. Just my usual diet 7-Up. Nothing special. Try to keep it classy. Cheers to you. Cooper's Craft. I've seen that. I haven't gotten any. Yeah, I will try that. Expensive. Getting pretty cheap in my old age. Suburban Jim, how you doing, buddy? Here we go. Chili fat. Wait, there we go. All right, let me get back up here to my question. Let me find it. Question of the day: chili with or without noodles? For me, the answer is yes. Never a lot of noodles. Never. If I'm gonna have something, it depends on the chili. I make 3 or 4 different chilies, and a couple of them I will add noodles to sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense. If I'm going to have something with my chili, like grilled cheese or something, peanut butter sandwich, I typically won't add any noodles at all. Because to me, noodles is a filler. If I'm just going to have it just the chili itself, I will add a little bit of usually macaroni noodles. Not a lot, just enough to add some in there that will add a little filler to the meal. That's how I approach chili. So my answer is yes and no. And there's I just got a new chili recipe tonight that I'm going to be filming soon. It'll be an indoor cook since we got winter coming on. I've never made it before, but I will not make it with noodles at all. It doesn't call for it. And if I really like it, I'll play with that chili. I'll make it my own. But the first time I do it, I'll do it by the recipe. And after that, if it's good, I will play with it. And it generally becomes my own chili at some point. So that's how I approach chili. And there's so many good chilies out there. It's one of those things. Yes, I like my chili. I think my chili is the best in the world. That's not to say I don't like other people's chili too. So it's all good. No, you have no hard, fast rules. I'm the same way. Chili with rice. I've never had chili with rice. That's interesting. Noodles, Fritos. I like Fritos with chili sometimes. Or it depends on how. Yeah. Fritos and chili is really good. That's a different take on it. But yes, I've done that also. Most of the time, you make it with stew meat. Most of the time, my chili has at least some stew meat. I do that a lot. I know a lot of people use only stew meat. So we just had our on Halloween Day our annual chili cook-off at work. I did not win. Should have, of course. But I will say the chili that won was very good chili. She's from, this young lady's from, I want to say Brazil. I could be mistaken there. I think it's Brazil. Man, she brought in some chili that was over the top, so she probably deserved to win. So it was very good. But yeah, several good chilies in our office that day, and they were all a little different. Every one of them was a little different. Noodles, that's what we just discussed, and most of the time, I say most of the time, it's hard to say. I never put a lot of noodles in mine. It's sometimes. What makes mine so good? I made it. No, I'm kidding. Love. No. Let's see. The main one that I've made that my family knows me for. See, Christmas Day, I make chili. I make my chili on Christmas Day. That's what we do. That girl at work. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to talk to. Okay, I didn't have a chance to talk to her on. And I'm not sure she'd tell me, to be honest. It was really. It was just, I don't know. It was just well put together. I'm pretty sure everything was fresh. I'd be willing to bet everything she did was fresh. But I could be wrong. It just a little over time. One of these days, I'm going to get brave enough to answer. She's won like 2 or 3 years. But it's just really good. I will tell you the one thing I had to mind to top it off, just to bring it up to a level of consistency, is spicy V8. My main chili anyway, I always use spicy V8. And that's that filler, no water, no nothing. I use spicy V8 just to top it off and bring everything up to that level of consistency. So I did that in my, I actually have a version of my main chili, is my red chili. It's in my list. You can watch that. And it's never always the same, but that's pretty close to what I make a lot. And it's pretty close to what I'll have on Christmas Day. My wife makes a really good white chili that I might, I won't be able to put her on camera because she just won't do it. But I might have her off camera coaching me on making it one time. So that'd be good. We can figure out how to do that. We'll work that in. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling back up here, maybe seeing what I missed. Chili and rice is good. That actually sounds really good. What's the longest time you ever cooked chili for? Most of my chili is, even if I do it in a pot or outside or whatever, it generally goes in a crock pot for its long time simmering, just because I'm that busy and I don't have time. I would love to sit around. One of these days, I'm going to make a chili from scratch and just put it out over an open fire and just simmer it there for several hours. But most of mine end up in a crock pot on low for about 6 or 8 hours. But that's typically how mine go. Oh, I'm sorry. That was for Charlie. I answered it anyway. Never cinnamon. I have done cinnamon. My wife loves it. I'm honestly not the biggest fan. More Cincinnati chili. Skyline chili, if you've ever had that. They do a cinnamon.
Skyline chili, put too much cinnamon.
They put too much, I agree, put too much cinnamon. Let's see here. Yeah, white chili is either turkey or chicken soup with beans. Yeah, that's true. Chicken, we do chicken around here. And generally, it's a lot of heat in there. The Beverly's is sometimes pretty spicy. You do cinnamon sometimes, Charlie? I have. Tomato soup and chili. That could be interesting. I can see that. In place of the V8, I honestly could see that. All right, Jim, Suburban Barbecue, good to see you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. That Corona, yeah, it actually warmed up quite a bit today, and I was out there on the grill, and I said, I think I got 1 or 2 Coronas left in my fridge out in the garage, so it was actually pretty good. I don't drink a lot of beer, but that Corona today I had was really good. So take care. Thanks for stopping by. I'm about 52 minutes in. So, yeah, I'll go a little bit longer, but we're going to sign off before too long. Yeah, Skyline is not a big fan. Once in a blue moon, I'll eat it. It's too much. It's a little bit too cinnamony. I do like their chili on a chili dog. I do like that. I just bought a can from the store, their canned version. Just for chili dogs that we'll just do here one night when it's doing a quick meal. Spicy Bloody Mary mix. Interesting. All good ideas. All good ideas. See, I'm not opposed to trying that stuff on a chili, just on a whim. White chili is good. You like white chili? I do like it. Yeah, once in a while, I do like a white chili. You've had about 15 Budweiser today. Okay. Yeah. I had the beer, and then a little bit later towards dinner, I started there. And I'm going to end that here pretty soon. Getting close to bedtime. So this turned into a chili conversation. I like it. Put some green chilies in the white chili. Yeah, there's how many different peppers and chilies are in that white chili you make? You're putting all kinds of peppers and stuff in there.
Different kinds,
Booger, hello. How you doing, girl? Bring some sanity into this conversation. Thank you for stopping by. Kevin, I don't know if you do any air fryer cooking. You were asking about the channels and the live streams and stuff. Check out Booger, Air Fryer Recipes with Booger 500. Check out her channel also. Awesome channel. Let's see. So have I ever had scotch? Yes. Once in a while, I love it. I've got a couple scotches here in the house. You're welcome. You're welcome, girl. We had a guy asking about other channels here. He's here local with me here in Louisville, and I've been pointing out good channels. And as you popped in, I said, yeah, subscribe. Booger does a lot of air fryer stuff, and they call her the queen of the air fryer. And she is every bit of it. So, but Now, what was I saying? I done got distracted. So, I don't know. I don't forget what I was talking.
Telling them to subscribe.
Yeah, just subscribe. It's Queen Booger. So, yeah, just subscribe to the channels. They got good stuff. Every one of them. What I love about YouTube is we're all just regular people. We live our daily lives, and we've all got our own niche on here. I mean, you watch the different channels. Everyone's just got their own little niche, their own personality. They do their own thing, and you either love them or you hate them. Hopefully, you love them. And it's just, to me, YouTube is the real TV. You've seen all the shows, the real TVs, which are scripted to the core. I promise you, my channel is not scripted. I blow my lines all the time. You only see the finished result, and sometimes it's not. Most of the time, it's probably not perfect. But that's what I love about YouTube. And everyone on here has got their own personality. And it is what it is. You know, take it or leave it. And that's why I love this thing. And I'm having a blast doing it. I know I've had so many people try to critique my channel, my friends and loved ones, and I know they mean the best. I really do. And I learned from watching all the people. It's like even Booger and so many others. They say, be yourself. Be yourself on YouTube. Don't, yes, learn some trips, or tricks. Like if you're using an iPhone, don't film this way, film this way. It's little stuff like that I've watched. But every one of them that teach you how to do YouTube say be yourself, and that's what I love about it. And all the other YouTubers on here, everyone on here that's still going, have their own personality, and that's what makes them good, and that's what I love to watch. And that's, if I have advice for anyone out there interested in doing YouTube, that's it. Be yourself, but definitely watch others and learn. That little trick. That's never film like this on YouTube. Never hold your phone like that if doing it. But that's where you can start. So awesome. Let me scroll up here and see what I missed. I don't know how I got on that. Oh, you're actually okay. Cool, Kevin. You have your first video up soon. Good deal. I'll be looking forward to that. Now I got to make sure I'm subscribed to you. I'll be soon. When you started in 2012, it was frowned upon. Got a lot of back. It is a thing now. I still don't own one, but I'm threatening to buy one. I've been looking for just the perfect one. Just the perfect air fryer. Awesome. Yeah, I've been I don't know what I want. That's, as far as an air fryer, I've looked at hundreds of them. I just don't know. When I first got round griddle that I get laughed at from you square griddle people, there's only a couple people on here that had them, and it helped me a lot. Guys, I'm so sorry. It's happening. I agree with that. I quit worrying about what people think. I look at that camera, like that's the camera is the only person watching me, and I just have fun with it. Here lately, I've had the issue of my neighbors to one side of me. Literally, I was shooting a video, and it's a Spanish family. God love them. Good people. I don't want to knock them, but I was actually in the middle of a scene doing my setup, and the guy just walks over to the rail on his deck, starts talking to me. What are you doing? I go, I'm shooting a video. Shut up. So I had to stop. I redid that scene about 3 or 4 times. I really didn't care that he was watching me. The fact is that he was interrupting me to talk to me, and I was ready to go choke him. And I'll be honest, I quit, come inside, and did my intro and everything. The stuff that I normally do outside, I just did it all inside. I was that frustrated. Then I went back outside and started doing the rest of my clip. It was, I think they got the hint, and tonight they was out there, and they do a little fiesta or something sometimes on Sunday. And halfway through my video, they start playing their Spanish music. So I'm angling my camera, and I got a shotgun mic. I'm angling my camera so that hopefully it's not picking up that background music. We'll see how it turns out next week. So if you hear Spanish music in my video next week, that's my neighbors. So we'll see. It was interesting. But most of the time, I don't worry about who's watching me. It's just me and the camera. I was when I was on the fire department, I was a training officer, and so I spoke in front of a lot of people. So talking in front of people doesn't bother me. Talking on camera, that was a I could talk in front of 100 people, and I have, and not bother me a bit. But the first time I had to talk in front of a camera, that was a challenge, because that would just kind of freak me out. Now I'm talking to a camera now. But yeah, that was a challenge, talking in front of the camera. People, I'm good with that. I don't care. Dinner's talking to me, guys. I'm sorry. All right, let's see here. Wow, y'all having a conversation. I agree. Don't copy other people. Be genuine. Be yourself. I totally agree. It's like that cook that failed last week that was supposed to air tomorrow. Well, it wasn't a copycat meal. It was my version of a restaurant's burger. It was, I guess, kind of a copycat, but it's my version of it. But don't try to copy. I think what Dan's trying to say is don't copy another YouTuber. Never copy them. Do your own thing. You can do the same meal, but do your version of that meal. Let's see here. We got the ninja, okay. Yeah, I haven't got to the ninja thing yet. I'm still talking myself into a air fryer. My thing is everyone owns an air fryer, so I'm like, do I want to go that route? And I kind of do. But that'd be one of those things I'm doing in the winter months when I can't get outside. Let's see here. All right, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin got another subscriber. I'm gonna have to go find you. I want to say I subscribe to you, but if I haven't, I will. A lot of times, if you don't have content, I don't subscribe. But knowing you got content coming, I sure will. Let's see here. Don't do pressure cookers. Okay. All right, I'm getting caught up. Getting caught up here. We are an hour and 5 minutes in, so I'm going to wrap this up here in a minute, folks. Oh, you're fine, Booger. No, we're here to have a conversation. I get to talking, and I actually get a scratchy throat now, but I get to talking, and I forget to read the chat. So I stopped and just wanted to get caught up. I call it diarrhea of the mouth, and I get to yapping. Anybody tell you I don't have a problem talking, and I get to talking like crazy, and I just like, oh, I better stop and back up. So, okay, folks, we are an hour into this. It's past 10 o'clock here locally, and I have to be up at 4:45. So I'm going to start winding this thing down. And I will be back in 2 weeks. Tune in next week. John 1984 Barbecue, we're going to hold him to it next week. He said to remind him, so I want everyone to send 1984 Barbecue a message next week. He better go live at this same time slot at 9 o'clock. And I will be back in 2 weeks. And I will have a video up next Saturday. The video that I shot tonight. And it's my very first rotisserie cook. So I'm pretty proud of it for a rookie. So pretty proud of that cook. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. I didn't really know what I was doing. No shotting down, no shots tonight, guys. Just my drink. No. I have a hard time the next day when I do shots with you guys. So there's one shot I want to do, and there's a shot actually that I seen Booger and who was it? I got to remember what that was. Booger, somebody did it at the Labor Day. I'm all over the place. Did a shot a couple years ago. At the Labor Day Palooza or whatever. Rum chata, that's it. I want to do that. Rum chata and Fireball. I don't have any rum chata. I don't really have either one of those, but I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna do it live for y'all one night. That stuff is good. I was watching. They did a live feed. Keith Bettags. They just did his last one. Who'd you do that with, Booger? That was you and a couple of people were doing that. And I said, one of these days I'm going to do it. Pavi, yeah. Larice. That was a couple years ago. They were sitting out there doing those shots at the Labor Day cookout. They keep bed tags. I'm watching on live. I said, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Brain sandwich. Yeah, that's God love you on that one. I would try it. Yeah, I would try it. But yeah, we'll see. So Fireball and rum chata. I'll have to get some small bottles of that if I can find it. So, and I might do it for y'all. But yeah, that was Booger, Bobby, and Larice. That's right. I remember that now. Yeah, I'll do that. And there's another one that Greg Charchuk, I don't remember his YouTube name right offhand. He doesn't post many videos. He did one on one of his videos I want to try. Oh, Canadian. I'm sure no Canadian shot of some kind. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I love Greg. I see him on Facebook all the time. We talk quite a bit on Facebook. We just don't do many YouTube videos. Guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to go get ready for bed and having a good week. I'll have a new video up next Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Watch it anytime. And I'll be back here doing live feed in 2 weeks. And I don't know, we'll play it by ear. It's the holidays, and like everyone else, I'm doing a lot of family work parties and stuff. So we'll see about the videos as they go through the holidays here. So God love you, folks, as of right now. New video next Saturday. See you in 2 weeks here. God bless you, folks. Bye-bye.